Hi guys! So today I'm so excited to share to you this beautiful red velvet cake with Ermine Frosting. This is for my son's birthday, and what is unique about this cake is that it's like a combination of vanilla and chocolate cake, but with distinct tangy taste. This is due to the presence of vinegar and buttermilk for this cake. Now to begin with, let's prepare for our ingredients. Here in my mixing bowl, I need to combine all my dry ingredients. Now let's begin with 2 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 3 tablespoons of cornstarch, 1/2 tablespoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, a pinch of salt, and 3 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa powder. Now using my whisk, I simply mix all these things together until it is well combined. Now I'm going to set this aside and let's proceed for our wet ingredients. Now in a separate bowl, let's add in 85 grams of softened butter, 3/4 cup of vegetable oil, and 1 3/4 cup of granulated white sugar. Now using my hand mixer, I need to cream these 3 things until it becomes so light and creamy. Now it will take about 2 to 3 minutes before you reach this texture. And before you add your next ingredients, make sure that you have to scrape the side of the bowl just to make sure that all the ingredients are well incorporated. Next to add is our 3 large eggs, which is at room temperature. Now make sure that you have to crack them one by one and mixing well in between each addition, and make sure that it is well combined before adding the next. And then always scrape the side of the bowl in order to gather all the batter and incorporate well all the ingredients. Next to add is our vanilla essence. This is very important as it enhances or brings up the flavors from the rest of our ingredients. Adding next is the vinegar. Now the vinegar, the sour cream, is the acid component that will react to the baking soda to leaven the cake, making our cake rise a bit and becoming more soft. Without it, it becomes dense, flat, and dull in taste. Next to add is our food coloring. Now you can use either the liquid or the gel type. I'm using the gel type here as it gives a more vibrant and intense color. Just simply mix gently and make sure that it is evenly distributed to our cake batter to have a uniform color. And don't forget to scrape down the side of your bowl in order to ensure proper mixture. Okay, at this time, we can now add in our dry ingredients and our sour cream or buttermilk. Now to do this, simply pour in half of your dry ingredients into the butter, and using your spatula, gently fold the flour in order to incorporate and dissolve into the butter mixture. Now when you're done, add your sour cream or buttermilk. Give a gentle fold and followed next to the last half of your flour mixture. Now just do the same process until everything is well incorporated. Make sure that you are not over mixing as it will develop gluten. This batter is now ready to transfer into a baking pan. So I'm going to divide this into 3 portions using 7 inches round baking pan in order to have a flat and thin cake layer, and I will bake this into 175 degrees Celsius for about 18 to 22 minutes. While my cake is baking, let's move on to the frosting. I'll be using an Ermine Frosting, which is made up by cooking the flour and sugar with milk to make a sweet paste. This paste is then whipped into softened butter until light and fluffy. This is so smooth, silky, and light, and perfect for our red velvet cake. To begin with, let's heat up our saucepan under low-medium heat. Add our flour and our sugar. Toast this for about 2 to 4 minutes until our flour is lightly cooked. Continue stirring to avoid from burning. When our flour is slightly cooked, add half of your milk. Keep stirring as the milk will absorb easily. Now it's time to add the rest of the milk, and I will simply mix this gently until it becomes more soft and smooth. And to avoid any lumps from the mixture, make sure that your flame is under low settings in order to avoid burning from the bottom. Now when it starts to boil, let's cook this for about few more minutes. And when we reach into a paste-like texture, then let's switch off our fire immediately and transfer this into another container. Cover this with a cling wrap and make sure that it is touching on the top of the mixture to avoid the skin from forming while it is cooling down. Now to speed up the process, let's put this inside the refrigerator until it is completely cool before we proceed to the next step. And my red velvet cake is done baking, and this is how it looks like. It's so thin, flat, and even on top. So now let's proceed to the next step. Now the first thing is to cream up my butter using my stand mixer with a paddle attachment. Now I'm going to cream this under a medium speed for about 3 to 5 minutes. Don't forget to scrape down the side of the bowl just to ensure that all our mixture is well combined. Now after 5 minutes, this is how it looks like. Our butter is now so creamy, light, and pale in color. Now this time, let's add in our flour milk mixture gradually to our butter, and this will form as our buttercream. Let's do this 1 spoon at a time until it is completely done and well combined. Now when all the mixture has been added into the batter, take out the paddle attachment and then scrape the side of the bowl just to ensure that all of our ingredients has been completely or well combined. And you will see that our buttercream is now double in volume and it becomes so light and creamy. This time I'll be switching my whisk attachment and whip my buttercream for about 2 to 3 minutes in high speed, adding in my vanilla essence, and this is done. Now you see the texture of my buttercream. It's so creamy, light, and smooth. And this is now ready to go to frost and cover our red velvet cake. And this is now the finished product of our lovely, beautiful, creamy, soft, delicious red velvet cake with ermine frosting. I hope you like this video, guys, and give this a try. And once again, thank you for watching. And if you want a complete list of recipe, kindly refer to the description box below. So thank you and happy birthday once again to my son. So see you next time, guys. God bless us all.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday.